is going on? Are we live already? Okay. Is it live already? Okay. Let me just get cozy. Cozy. Do. Ba-da. Hey, Fifi. Yo! You know where the danger is. Put a tripod. Guys, can you believe that my tripod literally just broke now? As I'm trying to, oh Lord, as I was trying to set up, my tripod just broke. So manje, yo way, I don't even know what this is called. Hi guys, yo guys, my tripod broke. So nje, pray for me as I pray for you. Anyway, let me get straight into it so I don't waste anybody's time. I've got my laptop here because I want to look at my notes as I go through this live. I don't want to shortchange anyone, but I do think it's an important conversation for us to have. Normally when I have these sessions, I start off with a word of prayer, but I'm not going to do that here because I don't know if it's necessary. Anyway, hello everybody. My name is Mpumi Mbonane, and I am a purpose alignment strategist. That means I help young professionals who feel lost, not lost, I'm lying. I help young professionals who feel stuck in careers they settled for and jobs they quite frankly hate to discover what their purpose is. And from that purpose, establish a profession that is fulfilling, that is impactful, and that is profitable or sustainable to the point of building generational wealth. I am a daughter. Hi! Hello! I am a daughter to a single mom. I am the youngest sister to two siblings. I am a wife to no husband and a mother to 0 children, although I do have 5 nieces that finish all my money, but I adore them nonetheless. So we all know what's been happening in my life. And I remember the day that I decided to share with everyone what these milestones have been for the different years. My sister called me in a panic, like, Mpumelelo, what is the strategy? Like, what is the point of people sharing all those things with the public, with strangers? And I could sense that she's really, really panicked. And I didn't give her the response then because I wanted to curate it, ibe palatable and ibe detailed as well. So I didn't give her the response then, but I did text her later to tell her, and she saw the reason, or she saw the strategy behind it, right? And even when I was talking to her on the phone, I realized, no man, there's a deeper issue here. And the deeper issue isn't that she doesn't want me to publicize my matters. It's that she's very uncomfortable with success. And I remember a friend of mine and her were having a conversation. And in the conversation, she admitted that, listen, I am very uncomfortable with success. And so when I see Unombololo do all these things, I'm just like, hush, little baby, don't let anybody know. And this is not just her. A lot of people are very, very uncomfortable with success. And I really think that needs to stop. Because the more uncomfortable we are with something, the less of it we want, right? It's like, I was having a conversation with someone earlier, and she was saying to me that in a book she read, people normally don't want to attain to things that they have branded a certain way. So you will find people who don't want to be rich because a lot of rich people they've seen are very mean or they're greedy and stuff like that. So it's not that they don't want to be rich, they just don't want to be mean, they don't want to be greedy, and so they choose to shy away from those things. And so the more we are uncomfortable with success, the more we're going to repel it, the more we're not going to attain it. And I don't want that for any of us. I want us all to have dreams, to gun for those dreams, to be ambitious, to do massively amazing things, and to be proud of ourselves at the end of the day. So as I said in my Insta story earlier, I said I've got 5 reasons that I thought about, right, that are probable or are the reason that people find success uncomfortable. Black people at that find success uncomfortable. And I want to unpack those reasons with you. And I'll just go right ahead and begin. Number 1, We have always been poor. Sorry, I've got my laptop here and I'm going to be referring to it every now and again. We've always been poor to the point of even developing a poverty mindset. Let's not kid each other, guys. Into of being graduates, of having cars, of having homes, for some of us, of being married, whatever success looks like, right? Because success isn't a template. It isn't, this is what success is. We've each got our own definition. We've each got things that we aspire to. So we've all got different versions of success, right? And so whatever it is for us, we haven't always had it. It hasn't always been a trend or thing in our families, right? Our parents, for the most part, didn't even finish school. Our parents worked in factories. They sold them. You know, we've been poor generally. In a society or community, you find maybe 1 or 2 or 5 families that are well off. Or even in a family, you find maybe that aunt or that uncle or that couple that are rich and everybody else is just poor. So for us, poverty has been a thing. And what that has done is that it has instilled a poverty mindset in us. And what a poverty mindset looks like, it says, I can attain to some success, but it's a once-off thing. It won't last forever. I won't have it forever. And so we've got this mentality of, it's once-off. And so when things happen, we have this thing, it will never happen again. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It'll never happen again. And that is what often holds us back, right? Another thing I noted here is that we're so used to being given things that we are not the ones who are producing or creating, right? And a consumer's mindset is give, give, give. I can't create on my own. I can't do, just give, give, give. We get aid from the government. I mean, 350 initiative came up when we got into poverty, when we got into the pandemic. I don't want to say it because I was on mute. Into the pandemic. And so we are used to being given things. We receive. And the idea of creating or producing is very foreign to us. We are consumers, right? And so in our minds, it's if I have this, and that's why we have a lot of greedy politicians, right? It's not that they are horrible people. It's that for the longest time, they were without. And when they landed on these monies and these positions, they became so greedy because I am not going to have it for long. At some point, I'm going to leave position. And when I leave position, I won't have access to this anymore. The reason we have nepotism is because people are just like, let me bring my people into this because we won't have it forever. And so I really think that what we need to know is that there is an infinite pie of resources out there. Whenever you produce something, or whenever you add value into society, you will be rewarded. There is no way you will not be rewarded when you give out value into society. And so this thing of having a poverty mindset of, this is a once-off, I'm never going to have this again. Cuts. And so that's why we are uncomfortable with success, right? It's because it's foreign to us. It's new to us. We don't know it. We've never touched it. We've never experienced it. We've never been in bed with it. It's like a new thing. And so it puzzles us at times. We don't know what to do with it. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, and this is a big one in the black community, witchcraft. Witchcraft. People out there are jealous of other people's success. And that's why people don't even bother to attain to success, or they're so shy in revealing their successes because once you drive a car, you become a target. Once you have a house, once you get a job, once you get married, whatever success is, when it's foreign to your community, they start acting up. One day you're going to visit your neighbor. They're like, hey, do you want juice? And then in that juice, they know what they put into that juice. Sometimes even our own families, right? you have family over or family invites you over and you go and visit. If family igenzeni, while you're there sleeping in the bed, you don't even know the stuff they put in the bed. Yeah, but witchcraft is a thing. And so people are afraid of success because they are afraid of being, of being witchcrafted. In English, I don't even know the word. But they are afraid of, they're afraid of witchcraft. I don't know what the word is. I don't know what the word is in English. Anyway, here's my remedy to that, right? My remedy to that is bewitched. Thank you, Rafila. People are afraid of being bewitched, and that's why they... I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you. Sorry. English, but like... Anyway, so here's my remedy to that. My remedy to that is, let us move away from spaces with that limited thinking and with that witchcraft and jealousy mindsets, and move into spaces that are welcoming of our growth, spaces that can accommodate our growth. Guys, we are human, right? And it is human tendency to not want other people to do better than us. I'm sorry, I have to say it. We want to be better than other people. The idea of being left behind is very uncomfortable. And so the truth is, when people see you win, when people see you succeed, when people see good things happening to you or for you, they feel little. They feel small. And nobody wants to feel small. So it is good. Hey, Nape. Hey, girl. So I really think once we see ourselves growing, once we see ourselves expanding, the best thing to do is to go into spaces that can accommodate our growth, spaces where we can fit in. And I'm not talking about conforming or things like that, but spaces that can accommodate who we are in the season that we are in now. When everyone around you is doing well, when everyone around you is succeeding, for example, when you get married, and you have friends who are married too, chances of those friends being jealous of you or bewitching you, bewitching you, slim to nil, because all of you are experiencing the same thing, because all of you are in that season of growth. When you have a job, right, and you buy a car, there's this one guy who lived where I stayed, and when he got a job as a trainee, what do they call, when he was doing articles, are they called trainees? Yeah. When he was doing his articles, he immediately left Soweto and he moved into the burbs. And I was so proud of him, because what that environment was going to do was drag him down. His age mates are sitting in the corner. They are smoking habli or weed. Others are even turning to nyaupe. It's not a conducive environment. And so when he moved out of home, when he moved out of Soweto, I was so proud of him. I really celebrated him. And so that's what we need to do. If we don't want people to be jealous of us, if we don't want people to bewitch us, if we don't want people to be uncomfortable to be made uncomfortable by the things that are happening to us, then we need to move to environments where success is normal, where success is celebrated, where success is the standard, and it's not something that happens, and so we need to pull them down or drag them down. That is my remedy for that. Another thing I want to say is, I think we also need to be prayed up. Hey guys, it's rough out here. We are not only going to be sometimes the witchcraft is from family, so it's a challenge. I know. But so when I get to these other points, I think you'll understand how we can do the family thing now. Guys, let's be prayed up. There are so many things happening in and around us, but also we know there are people who become the things that happen to us with their evil hearts and their witchcraft. And so what I would suggest that we do is we cover ourselves in the blood of the Lamb. Hey guys, pray over our lives, pray over our belongings, pray over our jobs, pray over our relationships, pray over everything that we have, because the blood of Christ, the blood of Christ covers it all. If nothing else will help, the blood of Christ will cover it also. Pray. Pray over everything that belongs to you. Pray over everything that you are, everything that you aspire to, everything that you have. Let us pray and cover ourselves and our things in the blood of the Lamb. Another thing that I think we need to ask God for is a spirit of discernment. Yeah, people will smile. Yeah, people will celebrate with you, but their hearts. So here's the thing. People might think they are celebrating with you, but the Bible tells us, the heart is deceitful above all things, and nobody can know it. That question, who can know it, is rhetorical. Nobody can know their truest motives. People will clap hands for you and smile, but their hearts might not even be in that celebratory mode. And so I really think it's important for us to have a spirit of discernment, to know who we shouldn't associate with, to know who we should share certain things with, to know if we should even share things. For example, I was asking people on my Instagram right here, Gucci guys, I recorded an empty house tour and I want to share it and stuff like that. But something in me isn't sitting well with that thing, because I don't even trust my own motives, right? I think at this point, and I might be convicted otherwise later, but at this point, I think it's enough that people are inspired by the fact that they know that a house purchase happened. But I don't trust my motives behind that point. I don't know what the intention or what the heart behind, oh guys, so this is my kitchen, this is my dining room, this is my bedroom, this is bedroom number 2. I don't know what the point of that would be. And it might actually do more harm than good. The good now is people are like, whoa, it's somebody I know who's so young, who's bought a house, bravo. But beyond that, people will start feeling like, yeah, and not because they are evil, guys. Asiko evil. But it's human nature. It's in our nature to sort of be when we've had our own aspirations and they're not coming to pass, right? Or they're not being fulfilled. And so discernment in this moment for me looks like not sharing that empty house tour. And I'm not saying I'll never share it. Maybe at some point I will. But right now, because I still don't trust my own motives, and I believe that at this point, it might do more harm than good, I'm not going to share it. One day, when my motives are purer and clearer, or when God clears me, or when I feel like it's safe, it's okay, it will land a message, or it will accomplish a mission, I'll share it. So we need to have discernment. What should I do? When should I do it? With who should I do it? Or with who should I share this? Should I even share it to begin with? And we also need to be able to discern spirits. We would say, something about this person is off. We need to be able to know. I can't bring this person into my space. I can't bring this person into my confidence. Like, something about this person is not right. Something about this family member is not right. And so even if they invite me, I can't go. We need to ask God for that discernment. So should I even be drinking this cold drink? Should I be eating this meal? Should I be going with them wherever? Should I be inviting them? We need to have discernment. Discernment of other people's motives. Yes, Tobile. Even our own motives. We need to discern. Is my heart in the right place? Is my mind in the right place? Is that person in the right place? Are they right for me? Okay? That's the remedy there. And then in the event that's you get bewitched, or by a tagat, or by a lawyer. Here's the thing. If that is how you go down, that's how you're going to have to go down. I feel so mean saying this, but if that is how you go down, at least you would have lived your life abundantly. And maybe I'm speaking from a place of privilege, because at this point in my life, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not saying I want to die. Jesus, please. But I'm not afraid of dying, because the life I am living is quality life. I am doing the things that set my heart on fire. I am speaking on stages. I am preaching God's word. I am a coach. I've got my business. I am accomplishing the things I want. I am experiencing the life, and the life more abundantly that Jesus came to give us, or that Jesus came to die on this earth for. And so if I die, I die. I'm just at that Esther, on that Esther tip, or on that Esther steez. If I die, I die, because my life is meaningful to me. My life is worthy. My life is worth something even to the people that are attached to my purpose. And so I'm saying to you guys, let's live. Let us accomplish the things we want. Let us step into our purpose. Let us live. So that even if even if they take us down like that, we would have lived. We can't say we did not live. Even if we go down, Moshevu, poison or whatever, at least we would have lived. Nabo, that's my remedy. Reason number 3 is because we are afraid that we will lose the things that were deemed as success, and we will be the laughing stock in the community. My sister said, yo, Mpumi, I just get afraid. You'll be celebrating. Oh, this has happened. And then you lose it. And then I say to my sister, Oksalayo, you would have had it. You would have experienced it. If I was known to be a person that travels the world, and suddenly I come upon hard times and I don't have money anymore and I can't travel anymore, and people are like, I'm begging, yeah, Dubai, yeah, Switzerland, hey, Oksalayo, I would have gone to those countries. I would have traveled. I would have enjoyed my money. So even if you lose the stuff, guys, Oksalayo, you would have had it. You would have celebrated, you would have experienced it, and that is fine. If I ever lose this house, touch wood, I don't. If I ever lose this house, Oksalayo, I would have bought the house. I would have lived in the house. I would have experienced the joy of having a house that is mine and celebrating it. So even if we lose it, it's fine. It happened. We were here. You can mark there on the table or under the table. We were here, Oksalayo. It's fine. And here's the other thing about success. Success is built on principles, not on luck. Success is built on principles, not on luck. And so if you ever lose the things, guys, I did say that my tripod while I was trying to set up. So now it's stumbling. Please give me 2 minutes, 1 minute, 20 seconds. 30 seconds. I'm trying to find the piece that holds this thing all together. Oh, this is reality. Reality versus... Okay, I'm back. Here's what I was saying here. Success is built on principles. It's not built on luck. The people we think are lucky are people who were prepared when success came to them or when opportunity came to them. They put in the work. They got their reps in. They were prepared. They did all the hard labor, all the heavy lifting. It was done. When opportunity approached them, they were ready to receive it. They were ready to welcome that opportunity. And so because success is built on principles, the principles don't change. They are foundational. And so if you lose the things that success gave you, you know what the chances are? That you'll be able to rebuild again. You'll be able to rebuild again. There are many talented people, but only Utusompedu and Nomza have made it to Hollywood, and all those other people. I'm using South Africans because we can relate to that, right? It's not that they were just lucky. Luck, you won't always land on luck. Luck now wants to give other people a chance. It won't always land on you. So once you know the principles that success is built on, and you build on those principles, even if you lose it, it's fine. You'll get it again. People who win the lotto, they lose all that money and they become even more poor than they were in the beginning. It's because their money or their success happened to them. It was a matter of chance. It was probability on their side. And so they can't sustain it, right? They can't sustain it, and they cannot replicate it. But you can replicate success as long as you know the principles, as long as you built it on the principles. So even if you lose it, you will rebuild it again. Injal. Another thing, the fear of being a laughing stock. Nobody who knows what it takes, to attain success will ever laugh at you. Because that's for simpletons. That's for simple-minded people. People who are laughing at you are people who only have the privilege of watching you from the stands. It's not people that have gone into the arena, people who know how hard it is, people who know the sacrifices you have to make, people who know the difficulty, people who know what it takes will never laugh at you. And those are the people that matter. Those are the ones that matter, because you know why? You created networks and connections with them. They were working alongside you at some point. You cheered them on and you helped them. They helped you at some point. If you come across or come upon hard times, they will help you up. They will not laugh at you. They will help you up. So if you're going to be intimidated, or if you're going to be made to feel inferior by people who've never even done what you do, or have never even done what you were able to do, forget those people. Forget them. People who don't know what it takes will not laugh at you, and those who do will help you. So even if you lose it, go grand. Also sharp, because you know the principles and you can replicate what you did, and you will build again, however long it takes. Even if it looks different, even if it means it gets a different version of you, it's fine. It's fine. You'll rebuild again. Uzoba sharp. Laughing stock. Suga. Also, you'll be news today. Or you'll be a laughing stock today. Tomorrow they'll laugh at other people. Tomorrow they have other people to talk about. You won't be headline every day. Guys, headlines don't work like that. You are headline one day, the next day you are on page 2, the next day on page 3, the next day you are there with the obituaries. So don't stress about being a laughing stock. If you lose it, you will try again, because you know the principles. Okay. Number 4, there's also a fear of leaving other people behind. People fear that, when I become successful, I leave other people behind, and then they'll think I'm better, or I think I'm better, or ew. Here's the thing about success that I want us to know. Success is a magnet. Success is a magnet. Not only does it attract people to you, but it also draws them out of their comfort zone. And when they are attracted to the success, it draws them out of their comfort zone. So people who interact with you and they see you succeed, why am I settling? Why am I okay with mediocrity? What did Mpumi just do? I want it too. I can do it too. And so don't be afraid about leaving people behind, because success is a magnet. In the same way that it is attracting people to you, it is helping them leave their comfort zones. So if you really want to help your community, if you really want to help people, if you don't want to leave people behind, if you want to stretch and expand people, succeed. That's it. Succeed. Do the things that they're afraid of. Do the things that make you uncomfortable. Do the things that scare you, because those things are going to draw people to you, and it's going to draw them out of their comfort zone. I said the other day that I want to make you uncomfortable. When you see me do things and tell you, it's not that I'm bragging. It's that I want you to say, there is that out there. Let me also get it. There is this opportunity. Success exposes people to things they would have otherwise thought is not possible with them. The reason Miss South Africa is such a big thing, especially for girls, is that we see somebody that comes from our village, somebody that looks like us, a black girl with black hair who speaks our language, and we're just like, it's possible? Then let me also dream. It's possible, then let me also work towards it. I see Buledi is saying success requires getting out of your head and really focusing on what matters 100%. And I'm realizing there might be a lag with these things, so I might be reading something I said 5-10 minutes ago, but it's fine. Let's keep it pushing. You will not leave people behind if they are also intentional about their lives. Those who get left behind, they shouldn't be a burden. If you've tried to help them, if you've tried to inspire them, if your success has also brought them along and they still want to stay behind, it's not your burden to bear. It's not your cross to bear. Also, I read somewhere that the best way to help the poor is to not become one of them. And I don't want this to sound like I'm saying success is money, because success is a lot of things to different people, right? Success is healing from childhood trauma. Success is getting married. If you never wanted to be married, right? And because of whatever reason, and then your mind changes, and maybe it's not that you don't want to get married, it's that you do but you're scared, and then you meet somebody who really loves you and they take care of you and you can love them back, and you've healed and you're okay, and your relationship is hard and you work at it, and you work and work and work, and that relationship works. That's a success. I'm gonna say something very controversial right now. People say marriage is not an accomplishment. I say it is. And here's what I mean. Here's what I mean by this. Guys, being married, I think being married is easy. Staying married, the compromise, the sacrifice, the maturity, the level of communication, the denial of self. Yay! Marriage, actually relationships are hard. They are hard work. You have to, in Zulu we say you have to deny yourself. You have to take up your cross and you have to follow the thing that you said you want to see succeed. And so a marriage that is healthy, a marriage that lasts, a marriage that works, I believe is an accomplishment. So we won't discriminate people who are not married. I'm not married, right? And so I can't say, oh, Mpumi, you're not accomplished. I'm very accomplished in the things that matter. And if marriage is down the line for me, we will get there. But I am accomplished. I won't say I'm not accomplished because I'm not married. But yay, marriage, staying in marriage, in a healthy marriage that you work hard for, that is a huge accomplishment. And so everyone who's on this call who is married and is making their marriage work, you are accomplished. So marriage is success for other people. Buying a car is success for other people. Getting a good job is a success for other people. Getting an apartment or a house, that is a huge success for other people. Success means a lot of raising your child well. Whether that child is in marriage or out of marriage, raising that child well is a success. Finishing school is a success. Getting into school is a success. Success looks different for a whole lot of us. And so if you want to better your society, you can't struggle with the society. Do better. Be better. But the idea of leaving people behind, let's banish that, because success is a magnet. It will attract people to you, and at the same time, it will draw those people out of their comfort zones. So nobody who wants to also move ahead will be left behind. It does not happen. Finally, we have this fear that success will change us. Woo! Let me tell you something. Success exposes who you have always been but couldn't afford to be. Success exposes who you have always been but haven't always afforded to be, or couldn't always afford to be. It doesn't change you. It brings you home. Success brings you back home. It brings you back to your core, to who you've always been. Let me give you an example. When I was younger, I used to give so much. I remember when I was in varsity, what I used to do is I used to get an allowance from my bursary, right? And I would tithe and give an offering. And then we had Soup Kitchen running as a church group, or as a church organization. I would give so much money into that Soup Kitchen. And then I'd go back to my home church when I find out what their initiatives for charity. Oh, I would give. I used to give away so much money, right? I used to give of my time. I remember how I used to celebrate my birthdays then. I used to do stuff for charity. So I would either buy stationery for kids, or gather school uniform, or just clothes, and then take it to an orphanage or to a child supporting facility. I'd stay with those kids for a bit and do homework with them and help them and play with them. I used to give, right? And then I got a job. And then I started becoming very aggressive with my financial goals, right? Paying off my car, buying property, doing all these things. And suddenly I wasn't giving as much anymore because there wasn't much disposable income to give. And I sat down with myself one day and I said, oh, so you were never a giver. You were never generous with Mpumi. It's just, you had little money and so you thought, little money is whatever. But now you have big monies and you're not giving anymore. You were never this person, which is ridiculous because I was a giving person. I was always a giving person. I still am a giving person. The thing now is that I give differently. I give differently. I still support my family. I still support people. When there are initiatives, I still give money. Not to the proportion that I used to in the beginning when I had less responsibilities. But now I give differently. And how I give now, I give off my expertise and my knowledge. Because that is what I have in abundance. Back then, I didn't know much. I knew some things, but I didn't know much. But I had a lot of money for the responsibilities I had back then. I was a student. I was eating at res. I never had to worry about rent. I was fine. The money I had could do other things, And so what I had an abundance of then, I gave away. Now what I have in abundance is my expertise and my knowledge. And that is what I give. That is why I can come onto this live and share this information. That's why I have a podcast. That's why I share things on my social media. I have a YouTube channel. I can give off my expertise because that is what I have. I've got an abundance of knowledge now. And my giving looks different. I still give what I used to give then, which is money. I still give clothes. I still give those things, but in lesser proportion because what I have the most of now is what I give the most of as well. And so I have always been this person. Giving has always been home to me. And so the more I came upon success, the more at home I got, or the more of myself I became. So success doesn't change you. It exposes who you've always been but couldn't afford to be fully. It doesn't change you. It brings you home. So whatever home is for you, that is what success is going to bring you to. That is what it's going to expose of you. Right? So those are the 5 reasons. And I'll just go over them quickly without giving too much detail because we spent close to over 30 minutes explaining that. So success is foreign to us and that is why it makes us so uncomfortable. Number 2, we're afraid of witchcraft. Number 3, we're afraid that we'll lose it and become a laughing stock. Number 4, we're afraid of leaving other people behind and making it seem like we are better. And number 5, we are fear that it will change us. I've given the remedies for these things and I trust that all will be well. In that final point, I did say that now I give of what I have abundantly, and that is my expertise as a coach, and that is the knowledge that I have acquired over my years of living. And so what I want to then say to end this off is that, guys, I have got a lot of knowledge. My first name is knowledge. And I happen to have come upon a lot of successes. I've done a lot of amazing things. And I'm not bragging here. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm giving you facts, right? These are facts. I think I've done really well. And next week, I want to talk about the place of God and our ambitions and our hard work. Because at times, we often like, oh, I've done well for myself and things like that. And we're like, oh, but where's God and all of this? And we'll talk about that next week. But today, I really just want to say, I have acquired a lot of knowledge. I have really, I've done the work. And I've enjoyed the fruit. I've enjoyed the fruit of experiencing success from implementing this knowledge, which is what we call wisdom, right? And I don't want to sit on this knowledge alone. It's burning a hole. It's burning a hole in my butt, and I don't want to keep burning. And so first week of November, I'm running a retreat. You already know this. I'm hosting a retreat, right? 31st October to 4th of November, the retreat is happening in Magaliesburg. I'm not going to say the exact location here because I want to protect people that are coming. I'll only confirm with those who secure their spots and settle their fees, right? Or settle the balance. Success is our portion. And it's built on principles. I said this in the beginning. It's built on principles. Principles that I have learned, principles that I have applied, principles I want to share with you. And I want to give you this information. I want to give you this information. Or if you want to give us, why aren't you giving it to us for free? Because those who pay attention. And you know, if you signed up for a freebie or you've gotten something for free, you didn't have to pay for it. It's gathering dust in your email. It's gathering dust in your cabinet. It's gathering dust somewhere. Because we don't value the things we don't invest in. But when we invest, when we pay attention. And I want you to invest. And I'm using the word invest intentionally. Because investments yield a return. We're going to be discussing purpose issues, right? I'm going to expose you to my course that helps you discover your purpose, align it to a profession, and thrive. Build wealth from that place. So you would have invested 5,000 Rand, and in turn, you get to know what your purpose is. In turn, you align that to a profession, and you start making crazy amounts of money. And I'm not using this as a gimmick, guys. The people in your company that are making good money are people that are smack dab in the middle of the expertise, people who are innovative, people who are doing what speaks to their core. And then those who are at the bottom are probably people who, do the things that other people don't want to do. But when you do the things you want to do, when you do the things you are incredibly good at, imali ibuzwa kuwe. And so that is the one part of it. The other part is people wanted me to talk about relationships, and we'll do that. So you walk out of that retreat having established a good footing for your relationship with God. You know what to pray about. You've got a routine for your devotion. You understand God a bit more. You know how to engage him, how to spend time with him. And when you leave, you have established this relationship. You walk out of there having a solid relationship with yourself. Knowing how to navigate your relationships with other people. That's the one thing. Finances. Hey, bebangasifa imali uzobona for nothing, because where there is money, you see things. And so I really wanted to get our financial story straight. I want our financial lives to be impeccable. And so we'll talk about the principles of finances, how to make more money, how to manage the money you have, how to grow the money that you come upon, all those things. We will discuss all those things. We will do exercises around all those things. You will have a budget. You will have a game plan. Uzoba right. Uzoba mjojo. And what was the other thing? Career coaching. Now I'm big on careers, because had it not been for the career that I have, right, I don't think I would have had the things that I have now. It was being in the right career for that time, or knowing I'll share it, Butu. I think that's your name, Butu. I'll share it just now, right? When you land a good career or a good job or whatever you want to call it, it's a good profession, it becomes your investor. You build on that. I'm not planning to stay in corporate forever. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm not planning to stay in corporate forever. There are things I'm doing now in corporate that are incredibly exciting because they are so in line with my purpose. Woo! Accept Nandi. But at some point, I'm going to leave. At some point, I'm going to chunk up the juices. But while I'm there, I'm enjoying it and I'm creating value for the business, for myself. Hey, it looks nice. But it becomes an investor. It helps you. It gives you good footing, good landing. And so I really want to give you some coaching, right? Ask the right questions, strategize with you, and help you position yourself in a profession or career that will be the one and help you to to be established, to be good, to be right, and to have all the things that you want. And so yeah, guys, that's it for today. That's me. 45 minutes. I think we did okay. I didn't want it to be an hour, and I think that was good. But so on my profile, right, this profile here, you will see on my profile there is a link. That link is to a YouTube video that gives these details and the backstory to the retreat. If you've already watched the video, don't watch it again. Oh, I'm so sorry, Simbulele. I'm so sorry. Actually, let me make a confession. I wanted it to start at 7:30, but after I posted, I realized that I said 6:30. That was not their plan. But anyway, it happened. Askis, but I'll save it so you can watch it later. Anyway, Butsu, here's what I was saying, right? If you've watched the video already, don't watch it again. Just go to the description in that YouTube video. There you will see a pay fast link. That pay fast link is for your deposits, the 1,000 Rand deposits. Once you make the deposit, you'll then be subscribed to a newsletter that deals only with the retreats, and so you'll get the confirmation that you're in. Yay, welcome, it's gonna be fun times. And then after that, yeah, we will confirm when the rest is due, how to pay the rest, and then where we're going, give you all the details on what you need to pack and all the things you need to prepare. I'm already excited. I'm already so excited. So yes, guys, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for humoring me. I will catch you guys next time. Same place, whatever. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Bye.